Chapter 1 Anata Zerg Hive. You are listening at FameTV.info. The base city in northern Liaoning, Black Cloud City. 700 kilometers north of Black Cloud City, there is a dangerous area circled in red on the map.no. 308 county seat site, there are dense buildings in the ruins, and countless monsters occupy them. This is also the lair of the black-scaled wild boar. Black-scaled wild boars have rough skin and thick flesh, are ferocious and bloodthirsty, and move in groups except for a scale on their head that can sell for 3,000 yuan. Other materials are worthless at all. On the warrior forum, the black-scaled wild boar was rated as the monster with the lowest cost performance. Ordinary warrior squads are not willing to come here at all. At this time, behind a dilapidated residential building in the ruins, several warriors appeared. Cheng Lidong held a saber with regret on his face. Lu Gu, Don /T blame you for not being flattering. Your sister. Law is not your wife, why are you desperately protecting her? A second. Hand product who has given birth to a child is her blessing to be favored by young Master Su. If she becomes young Master Su /S woman, 1 /T your benefits be less. Lu Gu, who had broken his legs and was lying among the corpses of 4 black-scaled wild boars, had dull eyes. He is still a little confused. After all, a few minutes ago, he was lying in bed reading a book as a terminal brain cancer patient. The terminal brain cancer is extremely painful, and his only solution is to read novels to divert his attention. Recently, he has been fascinated by Swallowing the Stars. I was deeply attracted by the author /S huge worldview and immersed in it, relying on this book. He passed one long and difficult day after another. Just now, the tumor suddenly deteriorated, and he lost consciousness with a sharp pain in his head. Then wake up in this body, unexpectedly, before the memory was digested. He was stabbed, both legs were missing from the knee down, and blood was still oozing from the cuts. Cheng Lidong cut it. This guy is his captain, an intermediate warrior. At this time, a head poked out from an off-road vehicle not far away, and shouted impatiently. Captain Cheng, kill him quickly and leave, and you can still go to the nearest supply point to rest before dark. Brother, young Master Su is urging you, if you /T have the heart to do it, let me do it. A yellow-faced man beside Cheng Lidong was about to step forward with a knife in his hand. Team leader Lu Gu spoke suddenly. I was led in by you. I have always regarded you as my own elder brother. If I could die by your hands, I would die with no regrets. In the warehouse safe at the base, I used all my savings to buy a full set of 7. Series combat uniforms. I originally planned to wear them when I broke through to the general level, but it seems that I won /T be able to use them. Captain, I will give you your birthday next week. Give it a gift, 7 Series combat uniform set. Cheng Lidong reached out to stop the yellow-faced man, and frowned. The value of the 7 Series suit is over 100 million, and it is a lie not to be tempted. Captain, I am not asking you to let me go. I know you can /T help yourself. Don /T blame you, do it. After all, Lu Gu closed his eyes as if appointed. Shwa. A sharp blood shadow sword stuck to his face and sank 3 points into the ground. Cheng Lidong sighed. If you were so sensible earlier, why did you come to this point? Because you and I have been together for so long, I will give you a chance. Whether you can live or not depends on God /S will. The yellow-faced man became anxious immediately. Brother. Shut up, I will explain to young Master Su. Get in the car. Cheng Lidong and the yellow-faced man got on the off-road vehicle together. Su Xiao, who was sitting in the company pilot seat, had a smile that was not a smile. Captain Cheng, I am waiting for you to explain to me. Cheng Lidong closed the car door. He pointed to the front left. Young Master Su, there are 5 black-scaled wild boars coming over there, following the smell of blood. At such a close distance, Lu Gu can /T deal with it even under normal circumstances. Lost 2 legs. The two turned their heads to look. Sure enough, 5 fat and strong black-scaled wild boars the size of a car emerged from the weeds. the goal was Lu Gu /S direction. Wonderful. Young Master Su /S eyes lit up. If you don /T kill yourself, it /S not a violation of the Alliance /S ban. I am afraid that kid will miss you when he is eaten by wild boars. Captain Cheng, you are still the bad guy. Drive fast, it /S2 and I don /T like it. Boom. The engine of the military off-road vehicle roared, and it flew away. Lu Gu, who was lying on the ground, let out a long breath as he heard the off-road vehicle gradually go away. Bet right. Cheng Lidong, that insidious and hypocritical bastard, really didn't /T kill him directly after continuous fusion of memories just now, except for a small part hidden in the depths of the soul that cannot be seen clearly. Everything else is cleared at IN 2053, Huaxia, 6 base cities, extreme martial arts, thunder and lightning martial arts, HR Alliance. This is the world that devours the starry sky. Lu Gu, 23 years old, is a senior fighter in the HR League of Hejiang City and a sniper of Dongxing /S. Team. Su Jiang is one of the 12 second. Class families in the HR Alliance in China, the young master of the Su family, with a romantic nature. Su Jiang met Lu Gu /S widowed sister. In law Luo Yi by chance, and was shocked and fascinated. Su Jiang vowed to get Luo Yi. How could Lu Gu, who knew Su Jiang /S virtues, let his sister. In law fall into the fire pit? His temper was like a fire, and he destroyed Su Jiang /S plans several times in AROW. Almost caused trouble to the HR Alliance branch in Liaobei City. In this way, Lu Gu was regarded as a thorn in Su Jiang /S side. Dongxing /S team was easily bought by him, and they agreed to get rid of Lu Gu in the wilderness. So there was the opening scene. Since I am allowed to live again, I will go all out if there is a glimmer of hope. The severe pain of the broken leg made Lu Gu grit his teeth. Boy, if I survive by chance, I will avenge you. Cha-cha. There was the sound of heavy footsteps in the distant bushes. There are monsters coming. Lu Gu was very anxious, his legs were broken now, and he couldn't /T walk at all. Is it necessary to hang up just after crossing? At this moment, a voice suddenly sounded in his mind. Oh, I found 4 black scaled wild boar corpses within 10 meters of the host, worth 2,000 energy points. Do you want to recover them? Recycle. Lu Gu didn't /T hesitate. No matter what kind of ghosts and monsters appeared now, he would firmly grasp them. As soon as the words fell, the 4 wild boar corpses beside him disappeared. Then he appeared in a white space. A dark golden honeycomb more than 3 meters high is suspended in midair. Buzz. The size of a thumb, the whole body is as black as ink, just like the old buffalo creature seen in my hometown. Flying out of the hive, the old bullbee flew around the place where his broken leg was. The bleeding stopped and the wound miraculously healed. Thanks. Lu Gu finally relieved the pain and recovered a bit of vitality. The old bullbee flew in front of him. Congratulations to the host for successfully binding the hive. Do you want to spend 2,000 energy points to exchange for the split body? Split body. Can I exchange my legs first? My situation is very dangerous. The most important thing for him now is to be able to run and jump, and get out of danger quickly. Sorry, the medical function of the hive has not been restored, and it is temporarily unavailable. The initial function can only be exchanged for the split body. The old bullbee flapped its wings lightly, and a transparent panel appeared. Above is the detailed form. It takes 1,000 energy points to exchange for a primary warrior. Level split body. Exchanging for an intermediate warrior. Level split body requires 2,000 energy points. To exchange for an advanced warrior. Level split body, 3,000 energy points are required. It takes 100,000 energy points to exchange for a primary warrior. Level split body. It takes 200,000 energy points to exchange for an intermediate warrior. Level split body. It takes 10 million energy points to exchange for a primary war god. Level split body. Exchange planetary level. Exchange star rating. Exchange for universe grade. Exchange, note. It cannot be exchanged for a split body that is higher than the host /s current physical fitness. Reminder. The host was originally a high-level fighter, but his physical fitness dropped to a mid-level fighter due to a broken leg. Lugo was stunned after reading it, meaning that now the highest can only be exchanged for intermediate fighter splits. That he looked at the huge beehive, and tentatively asked. Infinite violence mode. Could this be the Zerg brood? It doesn't /t seem right. The Zerg brood should still be sleeping in Shenangjia. What is this? Zerg brood. The old bullbee flapped its wings quickly, quite angry. Don /t compare the great hive with low-level creatures like Zerg. In addition to being absolutely obedient, the split body exchanged from the hive is a high-level intelligent creature that can learn, think, and grow. It is not a low-level product like the Zerg that only knows how to kill. Our honeycomb can also grow. The more the number of converted fissions accumulates, the more perfect the function will be. Lugo narrowed his eyes. Then what is the function of the hive now? Now only the space and consciousness of the hive associated with the split body are shared. The old bullbee explained. Each split body carries 1 cubic meter of portable space, and the space of all split bodies will be superimposed and shared to form a hive space. For example, 10 split bodies will share 10 cubic meters of hive space, including the host. All splinters can access items in it, regardless of distance. Consciousness sharing is equivalent to a dedicated cloud disk. The host and all split bodies can upload skills and ideas to the cloud, and then download and fuse them as needed, including muscle memory, etc. All the splinters are absolutely loyal, and they independently complete and perfect the host /s plans and goals. When the splinters reach a certain scale, they can also develop a hive mind. Lugo /s eyes lit up. Both the hive space and the hive thinking are two against the sky. That he made a quick judgment. Now this point can only be exchanged for 1 intermediate fighter or 2 junior fighters. Right now, the most important thing in this situation is to save lives. 2 junior fighters definitely have an advantage over 1 intermediate fighter. Exchange, 2 junior fighter. Level splits, 2000 energy points disappear. Yu reading www.yuukeungshu.com. He space shook, and 2 young men in short leather jackets who were exactly the same height, shape, and appearance as Lugo stepped out. The deity. The 2 splinters stood beside Lugo, looking at the 2 split bodies. Lugo felt like looking in a mirror. With a thought, the 2 split bodies raised their left hands and right feet at the same time. Sure enough, their minds are connected, and they can be directed only by their thoughts. Lugo frowned again. Their looks and identities. The old bullbee explained. The initial appearance of the split body is based on the host, and they still have a chance to change their appearance, either randomly, or according to the host /s requirements. As for identity, the splinter body will automatically obtain a federal legal identity, which can be checked on the entire network. Lugo gave a thumbs up. It /s amazing. Just because you can get the legal status of the Federation without anyone noticing, it /s better than the Zerg brood. Lugo left the hive space with 2 split bodies and reappeared in place. That he looked at the time on his watch. It seemed that after he entered that space, the time outside was still. One of the 2 splits retained his form, the other looks random. This time, Lugo also saw 5 black scaled wild boars the size of a car approaching in the distance. Carried me. A split body quickly carried Lugo on its back, and rushed towards the interior of the residential building. The other split body that retained Lugo /s appearance stayed in place, and he grabbed the blood shadow sword on the ground. As the 5 wild boars got closer, the split body suddenly swung a knife at him. Crack! His 2 calves flew out. Blood splatter. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.